Hello, it's Mr. D with Little Stingers Honey BA. This is the third time I tried to record this. Anyway, we're back. I'm going to start trying to get back into bees. We took a couple years off there for the daughter to go to college, and I switched jobs, and we just needed a pause for a little bit. So we're going to work on bees again. So today it is March, I don't know, end of spring break. And what we're going to do is the hive, both of them are light. What I mean is I pick them up and I lift them to see how heavy they are. And if they're heavy, then I know there's either honey in them or they're working on it, and there's so they're getting heavy. They have materials, they have stuff in them. Sorry, I was distracted by that white spot on my hive. Like, what is that? Oh, it looks like paint, but I didn't do that. Anyway, I get distracted easily. Anyway, so I think they're either full of honey or nectar when they're heavy. So these aren't heavy, they're light, which means they don't have much going into spring. Good news is we do have bee food. Don't forget, they are the forgotten flower, dandelions. Don't kill them. They don't hurt you that bad. All right, anyway, I know people don't like them, but they're flowers for the bees. So that's my goal. Now I have 2 bottles of sugar water up here. I'm going to put this on top, and I'm going to fill this with sugar water so I can feed them. I'm going to give them a little boost. There's little vitamins and stuff in there too. Now, I am not good at doing this stuff and recording, so you're just going to have to bear with me. I'll do the best I can. All right. But the first thing I do is I got to look in and inspect them. So I got to move this stuff off the top. And yes, this is my backyard for some of my newer students that don't know this. You can do this in your backyard. There are some laws. You have to be careful. You can only have 1 hive for every 2,500 square feet. All right, now I have put this here during the winter to help some of this, to help the breeze out of it. See that white stuff falling out? That's sugar. You'll understand in a minute why there's sugar down there. I'm gonna go and attach the front. Okay, don't sting me. I know my hand's right by your opening. I'm not meaning you any harm. Okay, if you look, oh, this is kind of cool. I'm gonna show this to you. So, one thing I don't keep very often is pollen. If you see those little yellow specks, those bigger yellow specks, that's pollen. And some people collect that and they eat it. It's really high in sugar and everything. I really don't know all the ins and outs of it, but that's what that is. I don't collect it. So I usually do a quick little inspection of this. Okay, so right off, lots of sugar. I expected that. I put sugar in the hives during winter to help collect moisture. There's a lot of brown in here. So, just where they've been working on the comb, nothing major. I don't see anything that I'm really concerned about. There's a small hive beetle. So nothing I'm really concerned about. So I'm going to set that to the side. I'm going to sit in front of the hives. Okay, so now there's an opening on the bottom. Give them some puffs of smoke. Oh no, the woods are on fire. It's time for another smoker. I think I have 4 layers of tape. I just don't want to spend the money. I'm cheap. Alright, here we go. Okay, so the inner lid is stuck inside. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So these are old graded papers. In fact, Isaiah, that's yours. Anyway, these are old papers that I didn't get back. There was something wrong or something. I usually grade everything, give everything back. More than likely you make good grades on this because I took care of you. So what this is I put sugar all over the top of this. This was covered with paper and covered with regular granule sugar. And during the winter, they'll come up and they'll eat this. It also helps protect against the 70 to 20 degree changes in temperature. So we don't end up with condensation in the hive. It doesn't rain on my bees. So I'm going to take all this out. Honestly, what I'll do is I'll put this with water and I'll make more sugar water out of it, which is what's in those jars. Now I'm going to kind of set you to the side a minute. I don't have a way. I need some way to hold my phone. Ooh, that might work. Brilliant. I'm good. All right. So I'm gonna take all this sugar with some bees in my hand, apparently. Sorry, bees. Didn't mean to grip you up with the sugar. Oh, leave my hand alone. You'll be happy to have your house back. Now there's sugar dropping down inside the hive. I'm not too worried about that. They'll take care of it. They'll use it. Welcome to spring, girls. I know you already knew it was spring. I didn't need to tell you. Yeah, you don't look very happy with me. I think you need some smoke. Here, have some smoke. Oh, I see drone brood right off the bat. All right, girls, let's dig in and see what we got here. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Swarm bottom. All right. Let's see what we got. We're going to start with this side over here. Nice, pretty comb. Empty. I expected it to be empty. Whoa, wait a minute. Are those eggs? No, that's just loose sugar. A little bit of wax. There's a hive beetle. Which I don't like these plastic frames for that reason. Alright, the first one has bees on it. All kinds of nectar. There's another hive beetle, there's another hive beetle, there's another hive beetle. I got hive beetles. Alright, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to take care of hive beetles. So hive beetles are pests that come in and lay their larvae, and then their larvae will go in and eat everything and ruin everything. There's a... all kinds of nectar, which is what I expect in the top box. There's some honey right there. It looks old though. Alright, first one I see with brood on it. Terrible looking brood. It is drone brood. Makes me concerned. There's pollen. Yeah, it makes me a little concerned. I might need to do a mite count. More drone brood. More drone brood, really spotty drone brood. I don't mind drone brood because I want them to swarm. I want to catch some more bees. I know some people say split them, but I'd rather them just swarm. And if I catch them, I catch them. If I don't, I don't. But I probably will. Wow, more drones. And some of them are open. That concerns me. So I'm not liking what I see. I wasn't going to get into the bottom box, but I'm going to have to. I'm going to see what that bottom box looks like. I'm not seeing any larvae. It looks pretty empty. That concerns me. I'm wondering about queenless. I should have tons of brood by now. Well, I might be in the market to buy a queen. But I haven't gotten in the bottom yet, so I'm not giving up hope. But I don't like the top box. You kind of see what I'm looking at. The brood in here. I didn't know this was such a long video. I don't know if you guys like watching it. It probably gets boring. Alright, I'm going to pause this, close it all up. One thing I have to do is I have the lid stuck inside here. See, I had to break it off. More bees. But that's no biggie. Alright, I'll catch you on the next video. I guess you could say this is part 1. Anyway, Mr. Dean, Little Seniors Honey. BA out.